the most profound teacher I ever encountered, never stepped foot in a high school classroom. He left formal education behind in elementary school, yet possessed a depth of understanding that surpassed anyone I'd met with advanced degrees. This man was my father, a humble kitchen worker who became my greatest mentor. Though circumstances forced him to leave school early to support his family, his education never truly stopped. He believed deeply in self-improvement, teaching himself to read and write during an era of tremendous social challenges. He carried himself with dignity, determined to be the best version of himself regardless of the obstacles society placed in his path. My siblings and men, I went on to earn multiple degrees and professional accomplishments. Yet we always knew who the wisest person in our family truly was. Our father would share profound insights, encouraging us to set ambitious goals. He'd tell us he could accept us reaching high and falling short, but never aiming low and settling for mediocrity. He taught us that belief shapes reality, that our mindset determines our outcomes more than our circumstances ever could. His lessons were deceptively simple, but life-changing. He believed punctuality demonstrated respect and discipline. For nearly 3 decades, he left for work before dawn, maintaining an extraordinary commitment to his craft. When asked why he departed so early, he explained that he hoped we might witness his dedication to excellence. He taught us that true greatness isn't a single, extraordinary kits, the accumulation of consistent quality efforts. Excellence should become our default setting, woven into the fabric of who we are. He emphasized kindness above all else, insisting we never bring shame to our family through our actions. He reminded us to keep our pride in check, warning that arrogance blinds us to our own mistakes. He believed humility was essential to growth and impact. He pointed to examples of influential leaders who, despite their success, never considered any task beneath them. They understood that willingness to serve others, regardless of status, was the foundation of true leadership. That's how you expand your positive influence, by remaining grounded and accessible. His final principle was simple: whatever you choose to do, commit to doing it properly. He rejected the notion of settling for good enough when better was achievable. He believed we should always strive for our absolute best. These lessons sustained me through my darkest hour years ago. I met someone extraordinary, a woman who eventually became my wife. Our courtship seemed unlikely to everyone who knew us. Yet somehow, she saw something in me worth believing in. We built a beautiful life together and started a family. Then everything changed. She discovered she was seriously ill, and despite years of fighting, she eventually lost that battle. Standing with our young sons at her memorial, I felt my world collapse. The pain was unbearable. Without my faith and those 2 boys depending on me, I don't know how I would have found the strength to continue. That's when my father's wisdom became my lifeline. At the memorial, I saw my father weep for the first time. She had been like a daughter to him. As I prepared to say my final goodbye, pulled me aside and shared 3 words that would reshape my perspective. Just keep standing. He reminded me that no matter how overwhelming life becomes, the answer is to remain upright. To keep moving forward, even when every part of you wants to surrender. In her final days, my wife told me something I'll never forget. She said that the length of her life no longer mattered to her. What mattered was how she chose to live the time she had remaining. That question became my compass. How am I choosing to live? I ask myself this every single day now, not just whether I'm surviving, but whether I'm truly living with purpose and intention. My father, a kitchen worker with an elementary education, would say, to live this way, show up prepared and early. Treat people with genuine kindness. Stay humble and serve others willingly. Whatever you commit to doing, do it with your whole heart. Remember that your character shows in everything, not just the important moments. Always do what's right, even when it's difficult. Understand that how you handle small things reveals how you'll handle everything else. That's how you create meaningful impact. That's how you honor those who invested in you and believed in you. Look for wisdom in unexpected places. The most valuable lessons often come from the unlikeliest teachers. Enhance your life by actively seeking that wisdom every day. And each night, honestly ask yourself, how did I live today? That simple question, asked sincerely, can transform everything. The legacy of a humble cook taught me that education and wisdom are not the same thing. That excellence is a practice, not a performance. That how we treat others and ourselves in the small moments shapes the trajectory of our entire lives. And most importantly, that no matter what storms we face, we can choose to keep standing. And in that choice, we find our strength, our purpose, and our impact. May you discover your own unlikely teachers, embrace the wisdom they offer, and ask yourself each day, how am I truly living?